Welcome back to another edition of Raw is Retro. I'm your host, Lord Manny Hayes, and stepping in for the big Ross man who's currently been kidnapped by the Ministry of Darkness is this guy right here.
Marcus the Grand Finale here, fresh off of winning big on the Super Bowl. Manny, I put so much money down on the Super Bowl, and I was 100% right. I knew Joe Burrow was going to win the Super Bowl. I'm just like, we're not that old. We're not that old. I knew Patrick Mahomes was going to win again. The man's amazing. You hear the way he talks? It's a little southern like this. It's kind of like Kermit. Frog. Yeah. So, what did you think of the Super Bowl, Manny?
Fell asleep through it because it was too fucking long.
And my last comments, Rihanna, damn, Rihanna, damn.
You may need to check yourself, all right? Because that could either be good or bad, and I don't need. I don't need an apology on tomorrow's Saturday show about, I need to apologize to Rihanna because I like Beyonce, but she's a very talented artist.
I'm not doing that. I'm just saying, damn. You don't know what my damn implied. Damn. It could be a good thing or a bad thing. And I'm glad I finally haven't given up on getting into you Nick Aldis picks, Manny. It's still going on.
Getting harder though, isn't it?
Only you for seeing Nick.
It is February 22nd, 1999. We're coming from the UTC Arena from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and that should not be a real place because that sounds ridiculous.
What, Chattanooga?
Yes.
What, does this sound more ridiculous than Rancho Cucamonga?
That also sounds ridiculous. Why do those two places exist?
I don't know, Manny. I'm not the mayor of those towns, okay?
Stop letting drunk people name places.
I'm sure they were sober, and I'm pretty sure they were all Native American.
This is the UTC Arena, which I definitely not sure that doesn't exist anymore. But we are just 5 weeks away from WrestleMania 50.
I think we've already stopped using that music already. I think we stopped at WrestleMania 6 and 7 and 8.
Vince is here. He opens up. He tells us tonight is not a night for squeamish because tonight we're roasting human flesh.
Imagine, Manny, you're at home, young Manny, at the day, wrestling's probably real to you. You go, what? We're barbecuing humans tonight?
So, this is payback against Undertaker for his threat against Vince when he sent Shane, an unconscious Shane, a letter to give to Vince.
And said he does not care about him. But also, you get the fact that the tweets are real, where Shane just gets happy birthday, and Stephanie gets I'm so proud of you and all that other stuff.
Now let's talk about WrestleMania and what might be the most electrifying WWF title match in history. A guy in the crowd has a sign made up like a street corner with Know Your Role Boulevard and Jabroni Drive, which is probably the only coolest sign there was because everything said Trevor is gay or or some other variation of that.
Gay or
I came here for titties, or because they weren't saying puppies at that point.
Or immature to mental health about, oh, hey, retard, and all that. Like, it's just horrible. The signs that people... I hope we find all these people with these signs, and I want them to post it in their job right now. I want to cancel all these people. If we're going to retro cancel people, cancel the people who carry the signs.
Half of them are probably Fortune 500 work in companies like that.
We can break the establishment the easy way, Manny. We'll probably be assassinated before we expose any of them, though.
Yeah, but like, imagine going back to tape, which is like VCR footage. and trying to establish actual people from these footage.
That's Elon Musk.
Every blurry white man will get in trouble.
That's Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos sitting next to each other. Why is Mark Zuckerberg telling someone he's gay?
Vince McMahon brings out Paul White, who would become known as the Big
I don't know why I thought you said poor white. I thought you about to, I was like, who? Oh, poor white, not Paul White.
He will be refereeing Rock versus Austin in 5 weeks. Show says he's walked out of a nightmare and promises that the WWF will never be the same again.
That line is not right unless Jericho says it, and praise be to Jericho, because I was expecting again.
The Rock comes up to a very big face pop. Yeah. Vince gives him an intro like only a wrestling promoter can. Now we get the Rocky sucks chance just to make things all better. Rock isn't pleased with the Big Show taking credit for Rock being WWF champion. Show says that he said it and he surprised Rock. Heard it.
I love the struggle to read throughs. He said he did it and he did it.
I do this with
don't do it.
I do this with my own notes. At least I know it's my notes, so I can't complain about them.
Basically, The Rock was upset that the Big Show was taking credit for his victory in the ladder match. And Rock said he didn't need his dumb, big, stupid ass to help him. And I'll beat the shit out of you. Mankind then comes out. I'm going to almost by memory. And says, looks like we have a problem then.
So we're doing voices now, are we?
Yeah. NBC. It'll be you and Paul Wade tonight, and I'll be there as a referee. I don't know if all this happened. And Rock is like, that's a great idea, you big dumb idiot. Let's do it. And they plan on doing this.
In the back, Corporation has to keep the Rock and the Big Show apart. So we go to our first match of the night, which is the Brood versus Public Enemy. ECW's Public Enemy.
Hold on. Let me take my earphones off so I can hear this pop again for ECW's Public Enemy. Ooh. That's nothing. That is nothing.
If you stayed quiet enough, you might hear the Ravens from Ravens music.
Or is that Liv Morgan waking up? Jesus Christ, this was terrible. I was like, why did they go? This is them debuting. This is the worst debut in the history of. I mean, yeah, it was dead silence. I seen no video package of Public Enemy coming in anyway.
You might as well call them Public Enema because they were terrible.
Yeah. That was a John Witherspoon joke from Friday. Public Enema, I don't care. But they came out there and then it ends with them getting a bloodbath. And I think we never see them again.
So guess how long this was?
2 minutes.
Less than a minute and a half.
Yep. Felt like that. I believe the next time we see Public Enemy, I think that the locker room hated them. And I believe Vince McMahon and the rest of the higher-ups sent Bradshaw and Farouk to beat their ass in the ring or something.
During the break, the Ministry beat up the Brood for losing to Public Enemy, which I think is deserved. You don't lose to Public Enemy.
Yeah, what the fuck are y'all doing?
DQ. Even by DQ, you just don't do it.
Yeah, what the hell was that? What the hell was that? You guys are doomed. Beat their ass. I'm taking a guy's hand in everything these days.
We get Ken Shamrock versus Billy Gunn. The winner gets an IC title shot at WrestleMania at Val Venus. Who is now on commentary. Billy can't quite do the Outlaws entrance with it like the Road Dogg can. Trash.
He's like, blah, 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 blah. 2 words for you. Suck it.
Ken, what is it? There's Val Venus erection jokes on commentary. Who actually win this match? I can't remember.
Give me the details. Give me the details, Val. Give me the details. That's what King was telling Val Venis. She's ruined for life. I ruined her, right, Sharon. She's ruined. She's a piece of garbage now. I ruined her. Which sounds horrible. This sounds absolutely horrible.
I can't even remember who won this match. And the notes
I believe Val Venis. No, I believe Val Venis interfered, and it was a forced DQ.
Okay. Vince tries to calm The Rock down in the back, but he's having none of it. This is where a heel turn happens. As women's champion, Sable. I think I forgot to even mention that.
Yeah, you mentioned her in the last segment where she was like, all of you, and she was being very facetious about everything she was saying. And I was like, did she just turn heel? For my Playboy magazine, and I'm gonna be on Regis and Kaylee, and it's gonna be amazing. Okay, and then now she announces hi y'all, it's me, Sable. Did you love my appearance on Regis and Kelly? Well, she turned on Tori the previous week, right?
Yeah, like, you'll never be me, like, get the head out of this ring, and has her escorted away.
Yeah.
But this week she invites Tori to the ring.
Yes.
Tori talks about all the things that she admires about Sable, but Sable calls her pathetic.
Yeah.
And says Tori needs to get a life.
Yeah.
As Tori's about to cry, here comes Luna to speak very humbly. She says that everyone can't be as beautiful as Sable. Everyone has to play the cards they've dealt. But they don't use people like Sable does.
What the fuck is this, Luna? I've never seen Luna talk and seem as normal and as simple as she was in this one. It looked like management version of Luna Vachon. Like, oh, you were a savage before, but now you're part of management. Sable, like you should be humble. Yeah,
this is like sober Luna.
Yeah, like
Luna
what the fuck is this?
Drugs.
Like, I expect Sable or something like that. You know, all full crazy, but she was very sane and very articulate about what she's saying. I was taken aback by this. And I wanted to call Sable a bitch for attacking people with those belts.
But then, yeah, you should have, because then she said Sable says she only cares about the men, and Luna needs to reshuffle the deck if she doesn't like her cards.
Oh, that's a cold line. That's a cold line. I don't even know what that means, but I'm going to use that at work. I'm working in a casino. You would think I would.
No, but you have to use it in reference to, when they're talking about life, about the deck you got to play the cards that have been handed to you. Then you go, you need to reshuffle that pack, man.
I'm going to use it and say I'm going to quote the Sable on this one. You need to shuffle your deck if you don't like the cards you're being dealt.
And then Sable, 1999.
Yeah, and bring it to a invisible bring it to the mini cameras that are on the screen. That has no audio. What the fuck is this guy doing?
As she leaves, she lays out Luna and Tori with the women's title. Now Vince is trying to talk Showdown, as he wants a title shot tonight. He makes a good point by saying whoever wins the belt will still be in the corporation.
Okay. You know, there's some middle ground right there. Vince is being a constant diplomat.
Owen Hart with... Is this just Owen Hart versus D'Lo, or is it a handicap match? I watched this yesterday.
It's a handicap match. It's Jeff Jarrett with Deborah and D'Lo. I mean, Jeff Jarrett with Owen with Deborah against D'Lo, who called them out because they have taken out everybody. They took it out Mark Henry. You took it out Ivory, which was the unthinkable, apparently.
Why they
now it's just me.
D-Lo? Why they keep doing this to D'Lo? What's
so
D'Lo done to deserve this?
I don't know, but D'Lo proceeds to do well in the match until it was that time of the month where Pretty Mean Sisters came out at him, and they distracted the ref, and then it looked like D'Lo was against 501, and he just got stumped out. Deborah, I believe, breaks her shoe, and tries to fix it in the corner. And poor D'Lo. Again, D'Lo is my person that should have been champion in 2001, but no, nothing ever happened for him. I think we need
So
to
we get the
recognize.
WWF title with Rock versus Paul White. Vince comes out to try and calm them down again. Mankind is guest referee. Rock tells Vince to go do commentary because he doesn't want to be in the middle of this fight. The bell rings, and as the setup goes, they both jump Mankind. And Vince, this is fun.
Yeah. So this is the same move they did to Vince. Austin and Mankind did to Vince. I'm assuming that's where he learned it from.
Vince, to be fair, Mankind just saw this coming.
Yes. What was the plan here? If Mankind never walked out and said, I referee it, and then spray paint his referee shirt and all that.
If they knew he's stupid enough to do this.
But I'm going to tell you, my favorite part of this segment is just hearing Vince laugh on commentary. Well, he just laughed. It's a joke. It's a joke, guys. Laugh. He was just laughing, and I was like, oh, this is great. This is great. And I was like, this plan was to get like 7 stumps into Mick Foley. Mick Foley, of all people. This man has been shot, stabbed, thrown off roofs, blown up, and set on fire. And I'm not even talking, I was just talking about what's going on this week. But we got like 4 stumps into Mick Foley and walked away. That was the plan? If I'm Mick Foley, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, imagine someone doing this to Darby Allin modern day. You at least throw him through at a moving car or something. Like, if you're going to do something, do it. Don't give this man a normal beating.
We move into Steve Blackman versus Droz, who is fresh off a 2-week suspension from attacking Kevin Kelly.
I forgot.
He loses.
By the way, Josh should have won whatever MVP it was whenever he attacked Kevin Kelly. He gets the MVP for me on that show. I totally forgot to bring this up. I don't know if this was in your notes or not, but I went, yeah, get him. Beat his ass to the Tokyo Dome.
Steve Blackman wins with the bicycle kick. I don't know why this was a match, to be honest.
I have nothing to add.
Droz lays out Blackman. Droz lays out Blackman with his martial arts sticks. Vince tells Kane to make Undertaker burn. Undertaker gives one of those evil promo where he talks about serving his master. He isn't afraid of the Inferno match at all. There will be a surprise for Vince tonight.
Yeah, well, one thing, Undertaker hasn't wrestled in a bunch of months now. His first match back is an Inferno match. But as he's giving his promo, and they have a side profile look at the Undertaker, I go, oh, he looks young here. He looks actually really young. And then they get the close-up and the zoom in. Oh, he's like 60 in the side. Undertaker's always been he has never aged past that moment. Like, he's looked exactly the same. When he just goes like this, I go, oh, he's a 70-year-old man.
We unfortunately get Goldust versus Val Venus. Yeah.
Blue Meanie makes the save. Or not the save, but gives Goldust the victory.
Yeah, for no explained reason.
I'm sure they'll explain it next week.
Shane is now modeling his new European title for China, who's praising him like a little boy.
Yeah, I don't remember Shane having that though, Manny. I don't remember him having them guns. I don't remember that.
They weren't real guns, Marcus. That was steroids at his best.
He looked vicious. I was like, oh, they didn't want none of that Shane.
And a match that I didn't think they were going to bring it, but they brought it. Hardcore Holly versus Bart Gunn.
I mean, they use every weapon or anything of substance. I mean, they got the mangoes and bananas on each other.
This has got the highest grade on this notes.
Yeah.
A B-.
Yeah, I understand why. This is the best it can. This is as good as it's gonna get right here. I mean, were you really expecting anything from Bart Gunn and Bob Holly? I mean, they gave you something. They threw water at each other. And
why was there someone in a kabuki attire throwing Bart Gunn off the stage, allowing Bob Holly to win with an easy pin? After all that.
Oh, the guy in the kabuki attire. Who you got? Unless you remember.
I wanted to say Butterbean, but that guy was too big to be Butterbean.
Nah, he
That guy
was
too
too he had
skinny to
too
be Butterbean.
yeah he was too skinny and had like a little too much muscle on the arm.
I can't remember. I really
I
can't
can't remember either. You gonna have to throw it in there. I'm gonna say it's Bull Buchanan, the debut.
Nah, it can't be Bull Buchanan. Who else was in the Job Squad? Flash Funk. I'm gonna say Flash Funk.
No, he had white arms. That's a damn good way. That's the worst guess, man. The worst guess. That's like who's bigger? Who's that? Who could Batman be? Oh no, I think it's Lucius Fox. Oh, black man. Really? The whole fucking chin is white.
I don't know then. I don't care about the hardcore time. I'm gonna say Al Snow.
Yeah, it's possible. You know, it might be.
I
I think it's the boss man. I think you're right with the boss man though. I think Hardcore Holly joins the ministry. I mean, not the ministry, the corporation.
I think so. We get X-Pac versus China. Oh, this match was boring. That was real as well. That wasn't even a pretend yawn.
Well, the main thing that happened in this match, Triple H runs out there and pedigrees China for X-Pac to get the pin after he was chasing Shane McMahon around the arena. Nonsense.
We learned that Austin is going to be on Nash Bridges.
I remember that cameo, Manny. I remember that cameo. Also, to shout out that WWE was selling their merchandise on QVC Shop. And I'm going to tell you this right now, man.
All night.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you this right now. I remember watching that shit. Because Eric, if you did not know, is a huge QVC fan.
My first WWE shirt came from QVC.
What shirt was it?
The Stone Cold University shirt.
Oh. So Chase U it is. That's what that place became.
SCU!
All the colleges just banned against each other.
Here comes Vince again with what looks to be a rolled up piece of paper in his hand. He says that if anyone doesn't like the smell of burning flesh, leave now. He's holding the envelope.
Who would know? Hold up. Who would know what the smell of burning flesh is like? It's only like maybe a handful.
Some murderer or arsonist.
Oh, I don't. You know, man. Oh, baby, I don't like that smell. You know, last time I was with my girlfriend and I lit her on fire. You know, I had to get out of there because it done stunk. It stunk horrible. But no one's leaving.
What is this? He's holding the envelope that Undertaker gave him last week and shouts about how no one goes after Vince McMahon outside of the WWF. So it's Kane versus the Undertaker in an Inferno match. This was terrible.
Hold on. You said that about the first Inferno match. This is the second greatest Inferno match of all time, in my opinion.
If you say so.
Or third. Might be third. I think MVP may have the first greatest. Second greatest.
So basically, Vince is handed a present.
Yes.
By Paul Bearer.
Hold on. What's this? Manny, 1 second, please. Someone's in here. They have a package for me. They have a... What? What? Why? 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 Damn it! Why? That pretty much became the match. And then he lit that shit on fire.
And he's clawing it like,
no, why? Damn it! Why? What? And then you got Michael Cole comes in. What does that teddy bear mean? So Ben should have clarified his statement earlier in the night. If you don't like the smell of burning flesh, you can leave the arena. However, you will not smell that tonight. But if you want to see a burning fucking teddy bear and 50-something-year-old man grovel on his knees to the burning of this teddy bear, I mean, when people say Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns and all that was going on with the bloodline, that's art, the greatest story of all time. Nah, man, you never seen drama of a groveling man over a burning teleman going up a ramp.
Do you know the problem is they used the wrong camera angle. Yes. They had the shot from behind where Vince was groveling at the teddy bear. I wanted the shot from the other side of
behind the teddy bear. And you see Vince.
No.
For those who didn't watch this and may just randomly watch a retro, it was the exact scene, and I think George Lucas was inspired for this for Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith as Anakin is crawling towards Obi-Wan, screaming, I hate you on fire. I can see George Lucas go, put that shit down. But why did it? I don't understand the whole higher power plan at the end of the day of this. Why do this? Why do this?
So this guy, the notes we used, the guy gives titles to the episode, much like when Eric used to give titles to the podcast episodes. Now he just uses a title we put on YouTube.
I didn't even.
But this episode, what do you think this episode would have been called?
The Burning Bear.
No, a mortician gives a bear to a billionaire.
I think we should start incorporating that. I mean, this is gonna be a few weeks late, but we should start incorporating to title that, as MVP doing this, or title the show. What would you call this show?
So what was your? We know the moment of the week.
Why? Damn it! Why?
Like, you could say it was the match. You could say it was the match, but no one cared about what happened with the match. At one point, Undertaker somehow got through the fire with. It
was a very athletic spot. He literally Young Bucks just jumped up. He fucking Montez Ford the turnbuckle, Manny. It was so fucking athletic. It was ridiculous. Where you go? He can do that.
And then Kane's standing there like, now what do? I'll climb the top rope and jump.
The agility, and then fall on a table.
And then Kane foolishly gets his foot set on fire.
Yeah, he goes for the big boot, and Undertaker's like, haha, sidestep. You didn't think I had a sidestep in you, do you? Do you, Kane?
And then meanwhile, as Kane's lying on the floor on fire, that's where Undertaker decides to become a murderer and set the bear on fire.
He set the bear on fire.
Leaving a man crying.
Grumbling, what does that bear symbolize?
Well, because I haven't seen a performance from that till I saw my boy.
That's my son.
That boy. Never has there been a greater performance since.
I just love the confusion of Michael Cole. Had no clue. Could he have answered? What does it mean? What is that bear? What's the significance of that bear? He knew right away, Michael. He knew right away.
So MVP of the week. Are you giving it to the bear or Undertaker?
I'm giving it to the bear. I'm giving it to the bear. Because Kane only took it on the boot. That bear is burned for life. I would love for AJ Francis to find me that bear. You find me that bear.
That bear doesn't exist anymore, Mark. That's ash.
I want the ashes of that bear. I want the ashes of that bear. I pay whatever you got.
I want to earn.
Price is not a mention. Don't tell me price. I'll go get a loaf in the bank. I want that bear ashes.
This is the first time we've given. It might be the first time we've given this award to a prop.
Fucking groveling for his fucking bear.
That's the best way to end the show. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. Hit that like button, but don't just hit it. Grovel at it. No!
No! Grovel to me.
So, there's only one living left to do. We'll see you next week. Bye!
Tell him, Chewie, tell. No! He's so fucking dusty.
Oh, that might be the best episode we've ever done.
Because we both knew to laugh at the bear. I immediately start choking. I'm laughing. Here I am eating my Popeye chicken because I hadn't finished the episode when I said I'd do it. So I went out after I did the meeting to go get something to eat. Got the Popeye chicken, got to eat, and I put it on. And that's literally it's at the Inferno match. It's at the end. And I'm going like, oh, and then I'm just dying laughing about the choking bear. And I totally forgot about the bear until Paul Bear pulled out the bear, and I went, "This is when I set the bear on fire."